So as the Nintendo Switch reaches 1 year old, it looks like more and more game companies, third party that is, are looking to bring their games to the Nintendo Switch, with Activision looking like the latest company to jump on board bringing some of their biggest franchises to the console in the near future. So what franchises am I talking about? Well, first of all, they got the big one, the annual release, that is Call of Duty. So it looks like the next release of Call of Duty might actually be coming to the Nintendo Switch. So Call of Duty World War II released last November and obviously did not come to the Nintendo Switch. It came to the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One and PC, but obviously that's probably been in development for a while before maybe the Switch was out on launch, and a lot of companies have been waiting to see sort of how the Switch did in the current market, see how the sales were of the system, see what the sort of demographic of the console was, and maybe see how many end up in people's households before putting money into developing games like Call of Duty, which haven't really historically done very well on Nintendo consoles. Putting something like that on the Switch might have been a risk until they sort of saw what happened in the market. But it looks like this year's installment at the end of 2018, obviously being an annual release, might actually be coming to the Nintendo Switch, bringing a return to Nintendo consoles of Call of Duty. I believe the last one was Black Ops 2, which did come to the Wii U. So what is the next Call of Duty game going to be? So obviously they had World War II, they went back to the sort of roots, not sort of space combat or running and jumping with jetpacks and all that sort of stuff. But it looks like the rumour is Call of Duty Black Ops 4 will be the next installment in the Call of Duty franchise. However, it wouldn't be like Black Ops 3, where you do have the sort of exo kits that let you sort of run and jump in the air and have a little bit of a hover and all that sort of thing. But it will be more on the ground sort of based shooting like you've seen in World War II, but in a more modern day setting, so like today's sort of setting. I guess like a modern warfare setting, but in a Black Ops style Call of Duty game. So going back to the Nintendo Switch version of this game, and there's good news on that front because apparently it's going to support all the DLCs and also boast HD Rumble features and motion controls. So obviously putting features into the game that you won't be able to get in the other versions of the Call of Duty game. Obviously the graphics probably won't be up to par and they're going to be dumbed down, but it's nice to have something else as an extra because obviously you're lacking in terms of the graphical output of the game, so you still get in some features that the others aren't going to get, which justifies maybe picking it up on that console for some people. It is also rumoured that the Switch version of the game is being ported by a company that is familiar with COD games, but that is all they say on this matter. That just hopefully means that the game's going to run smoothly and will be a good port to the console. So these rumours come courtesy of Twitter user Marcus Sellers, so you might think, okay, maybe they should be taken with a pinch of salt, but he does have previous history being quite accurate with some of his predictions and rumours in the past. He previously tweeted about the January 2018 Nintendo Direct back in December, whilst also predicting correctly that Dark Souls Remastered would be making an appearance during the Nintendo reveal. So this does give him some credit in past sort of predictions, but again, you still should take this with a pinch of salt going forward, as nothing has been confirmed officially by Activision or Nintendo or any other companies that may be associated with Call of Duty and the consoles they might be played on. Activision, however, does not look like just stopping at bringing Call of Duty to the Nintendo Switch, as there are also large rumours circling around the gaming industry that Crash Bandicoot could be also coming to the Nintendo Switch. Now this could be Crash Bandicoot The Insane Trilogy coming to the Nintendo Switch, a game which I've previously said I think would be a perfect fit for the console, but there is apparently also a new entry in the Crash Bandicoot franchise in development for a 2019 release. So the licensing manager at the merchandising company GBI, Max Argyle, said there will be another game in 2019. Activision has a 5-year plan for this, and GBI is delighted to be on board with all products. The report also states the idea of the Insane Trilogy, which has previously been released on only the PlayStation 4, coming to the PC and the Nintendo Switch. There is no mention of the Xbox One, which does seem a bit strange, as this has been heavily rumoured before that the game will be hitting that console, and you would think that it will be coming to that console if it does go multi-platform, but it wasn't mentioned in this article. So the game did sell extraordinarily well on the PlayStation 4 with maybe not so much marketing behind it, so that's obviously going to be a good sign if it does come to these other platforms, and I'm sure it will be a success on the other platforms if it does eventually arrive. So what do you think of the potential of Call of Duty and Crash Bandicoot making their way to the Nintendo Switch? Do you think this makes the Switch lineup even more stronger and gives you even more reason to go out and purchase a Nintendo Switch? Or do you think they're not the sort of games you need on the Switch, especially Call of Duty doesn't really maybe fit the demographic or the style of play of the console? What do you think about these two games? Let me know in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more gaming news. Thank you for watching and supporting the channel, and I shall see you again soon.